This is Dolynny TV, guys. A big welcome back to episode 4 of the Toronto Blue Jays OSFM franchise mode here on the channel. If you're new to the channel, what I want you to do right now is hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss another episode. You've missed a lot already. As well, we got a Vladdy G Daddy Jr. doing things in the minor leagues like he is in real life, but we're at the draft now. So we get to find our next Vladimir Guerrero Jr. in the draft. We signed him in real life. I know, don't go roasting me in the comments too hard on that. But right now you see ahead of us the board of prospects who look to be too good to miss out on, and looks like we have a bunch that we can go and pick up. So I'm going to see a couple of guys I really want to get, maybe like a Don Higgins. He's only 55 overall, so maybe not the smartest move. Garrett Acker would be a really good one. Anyone else? Somebody like Bo Murakami, running deal. Elvis Pena, he's a closing pitcher. Don't really want to lock in on him. Anyone else? Yeah, Tommy Wells and Garrett Acker and Don Higgins seem to be my top 3 guys I really want. They're at the top of my board, so that makes sense. So where are we? We are 34-19 on the season. Tied with the Boston Red Sox after, what, 53 games? So 53 games in, and us and the Red Sox lead the AL East. Devin Travis doing his thing, Aledmys Diaz, everybody just kind of crushing it for us, except for Kevin Pillar, but he did battle back from like 176 batting average to 224, so he's come up clutch. And you see Teoscar Hernandez struggling, but he's getting into the lineup for the first time this year, and he's really starting to turn around. We will, however, based on the roster update that the Toronto Blue Jays received in MLB The Show this week, in terms of Teoscar Hernandez, we're going to move Hernandez to left field and then move him as well to be a little bit better in his vision. See what we can do for his vision. I'm just doing this for this year. Don't call me out on next year's stuff, because next year we're not going to worry about it, because next year we can't project yet. And they did up his vision to a 34 and online, so we'll up him up and see what that does for our new left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. It gives him a little bit better fighting chance at the plate. That's about all it does. So you see in the lineup, he's a 74 overall now. A little bit of a boost, hopefully enough to get him going. And we will get through to the draft. We play Boston, so that's a risky thing. But hey, what do you say? Marco Estrada shutting the Boston Red Sox out on 5 hits. 9-0 for the Blue Jays, and we will finish that one off 9-1. That's disappointing for us. Now Boston trying to close us out. Carson Smith, 2 outs, top of the 9th. Yangervis Solarte at the dish. We will lose one there and then lose the second one, so the Red Sox take the division lead. But right away, all of a sudden, we're right back to it, and look who's hitting homers. I told you, this guy is going to be the MVP last episode. 6 RBIs in this one. And looks like he might have cashed another one there. Now Detroit trying to rally in the top of the 10th for rallying after my man Roberto Osuna. And we will win 13-11 and then win 4-3. Still waiting for the draft. Giancarlo Stanton on third base. We're up 3-0. Jaime Garcia will get the shutout. Look at him go. And I believe the draft is in 1 day. Okay, the draft is in 1 day away. And I just want to take a look at the roster. Aledmys Diaz. Oh yeah, look at that. Josh Donaldson, 11 home runs, 55 RBIs. Trade him for Mad Bum? Why? And there we go. There's the draft after a 10-0 loss to the New York Yankees. We draft 10th. And so you see Don Higgins off the board. Tommy Wells off the board. And Bo Murakami off the board as well. So we lose a couple of our great guys we were hoping to hit on. Now it just comes down to who we were looking at other than him. So you got Garrett Acker there. All right, I told you I was looking at him. He was a top 3 pick for me. Garrett Acker, we are selecting you and taking you all the way as our first overall pick. That's an easy first overall pick. We don't have any compensation rounds. And we pick 10th overall in the second part of this draft. And I want to see draft potential. Barry Borders. 20 years old. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Rico Guzman. It's only yellow. Is there anyone? See, there's no one really clutch that we can take in potential. So I'm going to go and take Reggie Lemons. I hate, okay, pardon me. Oh, blind, boys. Barry Borders, what am I talking about? Barry Borders, we're going to try and hit on Barry Borders, who's a 20-year-old prospect, and see what we can get out of him. And now we draft 12th again in the 3rd round. This draft going along quickly because I actually somewhat have an idea of what I want out of it. And you see the draft staff kind of have an idea. Jeff Link, 20 years old. Let's see the player card on this kid. Accuracy is about a 66%. And he's 45, 65 contact, injury risk average, 60-yard dash, 6.76. So this kid, you know what? This kid could be good. We'll see. I know in the 40-yard dash, you want about a, sub 5 second time, sub 4.5. So we'll see if that does us any good. We really need to take a pitcher here. Steven Mora, really not what we're looking for at all. 70 overall potential there. Starting pitchers, what do we got? There is no good potential there. Couple of risky takes. Enrique Garcia. Anyone I can really risk. It's either Richie Moreland or Enrique Garcia. I don't like Garcia being ready for 2019, so we're going to take Moreland here. This is our first gamble in the dark. Round 6 or round 4, might as well. Now we make one last educated pick and see what we can do in terms of guys that'll be ready right away or guys that won't be. I'd take a 2020 if I could find a 2020 right now. And there is one 2020, Arturo Ramirez. I don't like that one. I don't like it at all. Tommy Doe, or Do, I don't even know how to pronounce that one. I feel like there's some kind of weird accent on it, but we'll go with Do. We'll go with Do. You know what? Shortstop, we already have a guy. We already have our center fielder. Guardado, let's go take him. Let's go take him and see what we can get. Risky pick, but I like the chance it may turn out. We'll find out. Pick one last player here and we'll go see what we have. Any 70 overalls or an 80 by chance. 80 potential. Couple of guys in here. Joel Castro, haven't taken a reliever. Have we? I don't think we have, and we're thin at relief core anyway. So might as well take Edgar, you know what, Joel Castro. I'll take the younger kid. I'll take the younger kid and see how that turns out for us. Joel Castro it is. And we will have gotten through the draft. Let's go see how bad this was, eh? Shall we go see how bad this was? Sim against Baltimore, we win. We're 40-22 on the year. And we are almost 2 games up on Boston. All right, signed draft picks. Let's see how bad of a draft this was. Ooh, damn, that's what we're talking about, boys. That is a very, very solid draft. We just picked up a new Teoscar Hernandez, except for in a quite different reality, our new leadoff man, Garrett Acker, ladies and gentlemen, 19 years old, hailing from Pennsylvania. And he is a center fielder. This kid is an absolute beauty. How did we just pick him up 12th overall? Barry Borders, our next best thing. 20 years old. He is just a really good kid all over. He needs to develop. 51 overall, but he's got 87 overall potential. And I mean, we really did not have any other duds. Guadalupe Guardado, however you pronounce it. Joel Castro will be a solid relief pitcher in our minor leagues for 2 years, and then he'll come up to the big club. Richie Moreland, hey, he's going to develop fine. And Jeff Link, the same thing. Jeff Link, I mean, Moreland looks terrible, but Jeff Link looks very usable at second base. 60 speed, 42, 32, 50, 61. The vision sucks, but whatever. And Barry Borders, he's starting from the ground floor. That speed's going to get him in the leadoff spot very easily. And if he can improve his contact, we're going to be good. So we will sign this guy, sign Barry Borders, sign Jeff Link, and sign Richie Moreland. And might as well take the free reliever. He's 57 overall. Might as well. Joel Castro, get on in there as well. We hit in that draft beautifully. Garrett Acker, what a beauty. Look at that. That is our future leadoff man. Now you got to decide, what do we do? Do we trade Randall Grichuk and throw Kevin Pillar in left field? I think you do. I think you definitely throw away Kevin Pillar, the new top 50 prospect for the Toronto Blue Jays, Garrett Acker. What a season 2018 is turning out to be, boys. We will go finish off these next sets, and then we'll get on into another episode next time out. The Orioles defeat us 6-8, and the Orioles will defeat us once again 6-3. But before we go, the Giants want to offer us a trade. It's Dylan Davies for Al Albuquerque. Now, what is Dylan Davies, the left fielder, all about? He is a C potential 59 overall. No, thank you. Don't need that. And we lose the rest of the set, but now we are crushing it. Travis has 2 home runs already, and we will win 11-0. Now trying to keep everybody off the board. Holy crap, Danny Barnes pitching perfect ball, and the Rays win 1-0 and then defeat us 5-1. That will fall us 2 games below the Red Sox, but we are far and above the wild card by a mile, 5 games ahead of the Yankees. Where does everybody sit? Well, Devin Travis, 305 average, 6 homers, 29 RBIs. Lemus Diaz, 10 homers, 35 RBIs, very good. 15 homers, 63 RBIs for Josh Donaldson, 313. Justin Smoke, he's not going to get a lot of RBIs behind Donaldson. Aaron Solarte banging home smoke when he gets bored, 5 homers, 23 RBIs. Kevin Pillar starting around the corner for us again. Finally, good for him. And then you've got Randall Grichuk heating up. Teoscar Hernandez just not doing it for us, boys. Teoscar is not doing it whatsoever. What is he doing all that time? Is he striking a lot? 33 strikeouts in 96 at-bats. Yeah, that would explain it. More than a third of his at-bats are strikeouts. And Russell Martin, 4 homers, 23 RBIs out of the 9-hole. Steve Pearce, you know what? Comes down to that. Steve Pearce has got to get in there and start banging them for us. Teoscar's not going to do it. Somebody else has to. Luke Maile, 2 homers and 14 RBIs. 2 homers, 14 RBIs. Ooh, that threw me for a loop. 268 batting average. Like, Luke Maile is an absolute beast, and he has gotten the chance to grow. I quite like seeing that. Kendrys Morales struggling, and Curtis Granderson, 5 homers, 20 RBIs. A good bench bat. Still getting it done for the Toronto Blue Jays. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in to this edition. I'll go through the rotation, you see. Not bad, not bad. All over, pretty good. Joe Biagini doing good things, and everybody else in the bullpen really coming down except for Aaron Loop, who's struggled, and then Roberto Osuna, 18 saves. Guys, I'm out. This is Tyson, Dolynny TV. I will catch you guys, as always, in the next one.